What's going on, y'all? So let's get into this right quick. I just want to go ahead and I wanted to make this video off the fact that a lot of people want these answers confirmed. Okay, so as you all know, it is sad to admit this, that Disney now owns 20th Century Fox, the company behind the Avatar series and the X-Men. More importantly, the X-Men. So, as a lot of everybody is been, there was a whole lot of shit going on with the X-Men franchise, and it's always been a lot of shit going on with the X-Men franchise. Now, I can sit here and talk about this all day long. With the Marvel Cinematic Universe talking about they got movies planned between now and 2028, and then they have like 6 movies planned between now and 2023. It's, well, not 6, it's like 9. Like it's in between 9 and 10, I don't know. It's like 9 movies. Now, I would love to sit here and try to reason with you guys about why this went down and for what particular reason brought them to do this. And the answer is actually pretty simple, and it's actually been in front of our faces the whole time. Now, it's a headache to think about it, but the X-Men universe was not making that much money. Just keep it a buck with y'all. Now see, this is just my own personal thought. Forgive me for even, like, don't at me for this, but I just didn't, the X-Men just weren't that popular, you know. And it's really like 20th century, like, I'm not discrediting Marvel, but 20th Century Fox is responsible for making a lot of shitty Marvel movies. Like, I've seen every X-Men movie up to this point. I've seen all 3 Fantastic Four movies. And the fact that they kept trying to go back and forth with this, like, the X-Men universe, X-Men's 1 through 3, they killed Jean Grey, okay? Then they wanted to go back, and they want to go back. They did X-Men Days of Future Past, then X-Men Wolverine Origins, just to save face. I don't understand why they did that. And then they did the Wolverine, which was a second Wolverine solo film, and then they killed off Logan with Logan, the movie, and then they did that particularly to open the door for an X-23 movie. Okay, and my problem with that was, it's a lot wrong with that, actually. Like, I never understood what was the point of bringing younger X-Men back into the fray. I don't understand that. I feel like you could have kept the same amount of actors and actresses for the movies prior, and you could have made them face it off with Apocalypse. And then you could have added new mutants just to add more, you know, variety to it, you know, like they've been doing with the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, the Avengers are an ever-changing roster, if you think about it. Like, they have infinite characters, that a lot of which suck, by the way. But thinking about it, you can't really get past that bullshit. Okay? So they failed with the young. They did fine. Okay, I'm gonna say they did fine. They didn't do bad. They didn't do good either. They did fine with the original X-Men cast, but they seem to have primarily focused their time on Hugh Jackman, Patrick Stewart, and the guy that played Magneto. That seems to be the prime focus for them. That was the prime focus for them altogether, truth be told, because those 3, the most popular characters out the entire setup. Let's be realistic here. Okay? And then randomly introducing new characters, like in Days of Future Past, that had no storyline to it, for real. Just the idea, exploring the idea that Mystique killed someone, that led to the Sentinels being mass produced, and then which ultimately left the end of mutant kind. Okay, I get that. But what I refuse to accept, I will not accept this. I don't care what anyone says. I will not accept the X-Men being in the Avengers. In the Avengers universe. I will not accept that. Because that will give Marvel a reason to make an adaptation of the Avengers vs. X-Men. And I don't want that. I really don't. Because it's not even... The comic book wasn't even that good, for real, for real. So, and you're not even going to have... Unless you're going to get somebody to play Wolverine again, or you're just going to reintroduce X-23 as the leader, and then try to establish that continuity, like, okay, everybody knows Logan is dead, but we're good now. We got his daughter, so we're good. No, I don't want that. I don't want to hear it. Y'all killed off Iron Man. You killed off Quicksilver. So establishing Quicksilver in the in the Marvel Cinematic Universe at this point, now that 20th Century has been bought by Disney, if they did this before Age of Ultron it came out, this would have probably been probably would have made more sense. But that's not gonna work. It's just not how it works. And that right there is a problem. And then they had all these other concepts. They had all these other movies. They had the X-23 solo film, the Exiles, Alpha Flight, Gambit, which has been in development for the last 5 years, mind you. And then what was it? Last year, back in October, they confirmed a fucking Shadowcat movie, and I'm just like, really? Okay. I was just, fuck it. I was like, okay. Shit, fuck it. And even with that being said, like, what the fuck are y'all doing? What are y'all in there doing? Like, are y'all in there beating your dick? Are y'all in there are y'all in? Okay, my thing is, I'm like, what executive do I have to hump to get a screenplay written? How about that? That's all I had to think about, for real, for real. And I just couldn't even get past it. Now, they confirmed Mr. Sinister to be the villain for the Gambit movie. There were rumors that the X-23 movie was going to be set to take place 15 years after the Logan movie. So, establishing that right there, number one, X-23's character in Logan was established to be, if I'm not mistaken, I believe it was 12, to go off the actress's age. I believe that's what that was. I believe her established age was 12 at that point, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So establishing a 15-year time skip to that one. And then they talked about, they established that mind you, this rumor has been debunked now that the movie has been, taken out of development, but there was rumor that Dakin was going to make an appearance as an antagonist or as a duologist in the X-23 film, which would have been pretty badass, but we'll do another video on that later. But enough yammering. They pretty much, they tore apart the X-Men cinematic universe piece by piece, and they wanted to make sure that there was nothing left. So, in this slideshow that I'm going to show you guys is every movie that was in development at 20th Century Fox. So I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys subscribe, like, comment, do all that good stuff. And I'll see y'all in another video. Behave yourselves.